Today we're diving deep into a topic that has the streets of Harlem buzzing. Who was the real enforcer of Dipset? Was it Jim Jones, Rell, maybe Freekey Zeeky? Or was it someone else entirely? Let's peel back the layers and get to the root of this. When we talk about the enforcer role, the name Jim Jones, or Joe Mo as he's known in Harlem, often comes up. Jones has long been associated with Dipset's street credibility, but was he truly the muscle behind the movement? Some argue that Jones had more bark than bite, often overshadowed by others who were putting in real work behind the scenes. Rell is another name people throw into the conversation. Known for his gritty style and street demeanor, Rell had a reputation for getting into some tough situations. And let's not forget Freekey Zekey. Despite allegations and paperwork that have circulated, his name still rings bells as someone who is active in Harlem's streets. But there's one name that often goes unmentioned, yet looms large when discussing Dipset's enforcement squad. Carlos "Zoo Banger" Thompson, also known as Big Slice. Zoo Banger was a name that carried weight, not just in Harlem, but also across boroughs like Brooklyn, where he had strong ties. A GKB, Gangsta Killer Blood affiliate, Zoo was known for moving with a level of authority that few could match. While Jim Jones may have been the face on stage, Zoo was reportedly the one making things happen behind the scenes. Zoo Banger wasn't just talk. He was active, very active. His involvement with Dipset went beyond music. He was known for taking care of business, ensuring that the group's street reputation was intact. But this wasn't without controversy. Zoo Banger's name became infamous in 2005 when he was implicated in a tragic incident involving a 15-year-old in Harlem. Reports stated that the teen was selling bootleg CDs when an altercation broke out. Allegedly, Zoo ordered a 13-year-old to retrieve a gun, leading to a fatal shooting. This incident rocked the streets and even made national headlines when Zoo appeared on America's Most Wanted. For 3 years, Zoo evaded capture, but his time on the run came to an end in 2008. Authorities tracked him down to a townhouse in Maryland, where he was arrested. This moment solidified Zoo's reputation as someone deeply entrenched in Harlem's underworld. A far cry from the glitz and glamour of Dipset's music videos. Before Jim Jones became the celebrity we know today, he had a lot of support from Brooklyn. Names like Frankie Bew, Luca, and Holly Bang Bang, rest in peace, were reportedly instrumental in holding things down for Jones. These were the guys who ensured that Jim's name stayed respected in the streets. Without them, the Dipset narrative might have been very different. Zoo Banger, too, had ties to Brooklyn. His connections there added another layer of complexity to his role within Dipset. While Harlem was the heart of the operation, Brooklyn was often the muscle. This dynamic played a big part in Dipset's rise. If we're talking about Dipset's rise, we can't ignore Max B and Stack Bundles. Max B brought a wave of talent and creativity that elevated Dipset's sound. His hooks, his style, and his charisma were unmatched. But Max B's fallout with Jim Jones is well documented. Max accused Jones of stealing his style and not giving him the credit he deserved. It's a messy chapter in the Dipset story. And then there's Stack Bundles, a promising talent whose life was tragically cut short. Many have questioned why Stack, despite his affiliation with Jim and Dipset, wasn't better protected. These questions only add fuel to the debate about who really held things together in the group. Now let's address the elephant in the room: allegations of snitching. Max B famously accused Jim Jones of dry snitching on Zoo Banger when he was on the run. Whether these claims are true or not, they've lingered in the air, casting a shadow over Jones's reputation. Max's words hit hard, especially when paired with the narrative that Jim often took credit for the work of others. Jim's association with Freekey Zekey, who has faced his own allegations of cooperating with authorities, doesn't help his case. These controversies have led many to question Jim's role within Dipset. Was he a true enforcer, or was he simply riding the wave created by others? Harlem has always been a complex place with its own set of rules and hierarchies. Being an enforcer in this environment isn't just about physical strength, it's about influence, respect, and connections. Banga embodied all of these traits. While Jim Jones was the public face of Dipset, Zoo was reportedly the one ensuring that their street reputation remained intact. But here's the thing, the streets don't come with accolades. Zoo's story is a cautionary tale about the cost of living that life. While Dipset enjoyed fame and fortune, Zoo paid the ultimate price, spending years on the run and eventually behind bars. So who was the real Dipset enforcer? The answer isn't as simple as naming one person. While Jim Jones played his part in building the group's image, Banga was the one in the trenches, handling the type of business that doesn't make it into music videos. His story, though controversial, is a reminder that the streets and the industry are two very different worlds. As we reflect on Dipset's legacy, it's important to acknowledge all the players who made it happen, whether they were on stage or behind the scenes. Banga's contributions may not get the spotlight they deserve, but for those who know, his name will always carry weight. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Banga was the real enforcer, or do you see it differently? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Stay tuned for more deep dives into hip-hop's untold stories.